Guys, hi. I'm going to bring the camera closer to me so I don't have to shout. Because it's the middle of the night. How are you guys? Well, it's not quite the middle of the night, but when I get up at 5 a.m., 9 o'clock at night for me feels like the middle of the night, or whatever time it is for me. How are you guys? Well, it's only 7 o'clock. I've turned into such a grandma. I feel like it's 9 o'clock and it's only 7. How are you, Christina? Hi, Amy. Hi, guys. How are you going? What's happening? Why have I got this reflective light in my eyes? It's very strange. What's going on, guys? Do you have any questions for me? I'm trying to be quiet because I've had 2 client calls today, 1 big long live. I've got 2 client calls in the morning and then another live. So I'm trying to save my voice because I'm doing a lot of talking these days. I'm getting sick of the sound of my own voice, to be completely honest. Hi, guys. Hey, hi from Perth. Oh, you're in Perth too, LD Rock 6. Where are you? I'm in Dianella. I didn't even know where it was before I moved here. Didn't even know if it was north or south. I don't know Perth very well. Hi, I have a question. Right, Christina, give me your question. I am ready for it. Write it in the chat. So, guys, you can write it in the little question button down there or write it in the chat. Having a talk with my ex today. All is going to work out. I affirm. Yes, you're going to have your little chat. You told us about that last time. Darling, give it all good meaning. They want to see you because they want to see you. They've been thinking about you this whole time, and it's all going to work out. Imagine you are already together. You're just meeting him for a coffee because he's your lover. He's already with you. Okay? You're just meeting up with the person you're already with, darling. Okay? Bedford. Oh, you're right near me, darling. Bedford's kind of that way near Mount Lawley, is it not? I looked at a few houses in Bedford. So I can't manifest him back. What's the Christina, what's the question? You said no contact doesn't help, but I'm not in no communication with my ex. Darling, you guys are taking a 1-minute video and running with it. And I don't know if you've watched the whole series. Did you watch the whole series? All I was talking about was someone asked me a question about whether they should go into no contact with their specific person that they're currently with to force them to like them more, to force their behaviour into missing them. Are you saying you're in no contact and you're in no communication? That is not what I was talking about. I've made another series of videos today because everyone's so... What I said, I've frozen. Darling, listen to the video again. What I'm saying is, if you're forcing no contact on a person as a manipulation tactic, that doesn't work. If you're already in no contact, it's got nothing to do with what I said in that video. You're in a completely different situation. No contact has been forced upon you. That's different. And you can manifest them back by simply thinking in your mind that you and your specific person are back together. You are together. You never broke up. They're constantly calling and texting you. And they love you so much. Completely different situation. Is that what you're confused about, darling? I was not saying you can't manifest them back. I don't know where, Christina, you got that from. Right. So many people have not watched the full series of that and not understanding what I was saying. I kept saying the whole way through it, this is about if you're trying to force it on someone as this kind of LOA bullshit or some dating tactic like make them miss you. Fuck no. Because if you haven't changed you while you're making them miss you, they'll come back, you'll still want to change and everything will fuck up again. Yeah, sure, they can miss you and come back, but if you haven't fixed the problem, you're fucked. So, Christina, have faith, darling, in the fact that you and he are already back together in your mind, darling. Have faith in the unseen. You got it? Good. We don't speak anymore. That's what I was talking about. Right. Circumstances don't matter. They don't matter. You don't know if they're thinking of you right now. How do you know? You don't know. You can't see visible movement. Doesn't mean there's no movement. You've got to have faith in the unseen. If you live up here in your mind, nothing, and I mean nothing, can stop what you're living in the end about. If you truly, truly live in the end from coming about, nothing can stop it. Nothing. I don't care distance, there's corona, and you can't travel to the other country, they haven't spoken to you for 5 years. It doesn't matter. I will put out the videos soon and you'll watch that series about what if you're in no contact right now and circumstances don't matter. Watch that, darling, and it'll make more sense. That's not a relationship, it's a false matter of fact she's telling you. What are you saying, Sweet Pea? I'm confused. I love your mug. Oh, thank you, darling. I don't understand that, Sweet Pea 1977. What manifestations would you use if you have abandonment issues? Darling, if you've got abandonment issues, you need to go back to your past and try and work out where that's coming from. Most of the time, it's a parent abandoning you. They didn't pay you enough attention. They died. One was completely absent. They left the family, okay? And then you have a fear of people leaving you in the rest of your life, that they will hurt you in the same way and abandon you in the same way, and you will display needy, clingy behaviour because of that. Darling, go back. If there was a scene where your mum left, your dad left, someone died, you weren't paid enough attention, you were ignored, go back and go to the scene and just up to the point where the bad thing happened and revise it as if the whole thing was different. They didn't die, they didn't leave, whatever that is. Then I want you to work on, I have always been chosen, I've always been the priority. Everyone who's met me has loved me. Once you've met me, you love me, and you cannot be without me. That includes parents, men, friends, everything. Once you've met me, you love me, and you cannot be without me. Okay, darling? Affirm that. What manifestations... Oh, hang on. What do you think about using only I am affirmations? I am is the most powerful thing you can say, guys. It's your consciousness. I am this, I am that. You can just affirm about yourself, do self-concept, and do I am everything. Great idea. Can you manifest a specific person into your life if they don't know you? Darling, I didn't know my specific person. I manifested him the next week to be outside my house. Doesn't matter that you don't know them. Everyone that you go out with, you don't know first unless they were a friend. Okay? It doesn't matter that you don't know them. Circumstances don't matter. Sleep in your bed every night, darling, with someone there. Imagine they're already there with you. You're already coupled up. You're already in a couple. Walk around all day like you're already in a couple. Write your perfect man or perfect woman checklist in a journal. Everything you want in that person, they'll turn up. We talk all the time, but everyone keeps telling me he is flirting with another girl. No, darling, you're thinking he's flirting with another girl. You've got doubts in your mind about his faithfulness. You've got thoughts in your mind that he might be flirting with other women, and that's why people are telling you that. When people tell you things, guys, it's your thought. Something you've already thought about, they will literally parrot back to you. Do you have fears that he's doing that? I bet you do. That's what it is. Doesn't mean anything. You don't have to take to heart anything anyone says, even your specific person. If they say fuck off and die, you literally thought they might say something horrible. You think so lowly of yourself, you think they'd say that. Or anyone would say that to you. It's all about you, guys. Everything people say is a reflection of what you thought at some point. Tell me, darling, did you think anything like that? I read that you should give yourself a timeline and live in the end, but set a time for it to come on. I don't know where you read that, Supermum 86, but that person's a dickhead and a moron and doesn't know what they're talking about. Go ahead, set a timeline, but I'm telling you right now it doesn't help you, because what you'll do, you'll freak out about the timeline. Oh, hasn't come yet. Every day you wake up, where is it? Get closer to the date. Oh, God, it's not quite here yet. It's only 2 days. Do you think that's going to help? Go ahead. I wouldn't do it. Guys, you are also worried about the time. I've never experienced anything like this. People ask me over and over and over and over and over and over about setting timelines. How long is it going to take? Should I set a timeline? I'm going to do it by a specific date. What is the fucking rush? Can't you trust it to come about? If you're living in the end in your mind, guys, fully and completely, it comes in its own fucking time, and you don't freak out about the time or set timelines because you know it's on its way. When someone asks me if they're going to set a timeline, it tells me that they are not living in the end at all, and they don't trust their power, and they're thinking, I have to set a date for it to happen. Are you trusting your power? Are you completely living in the end? If you were, you wouldn't be worried about timeline. Timelines don't help you, guys. If anything, it fucks things up. Trust me. I don't know what LOA fuckwit told you that. Don't listen to them. About time someone is fucking real. Thanks, love. Oh, you're welcome. Haha, gold, love ya. Thanks, Joels81. Are you a baker? What does that mean? Well, yes, of course I did. Aha. So should I just ignore then and keep affirming? What did you do, darling? Oh, yeah, of course I did, yeah. So just ignore that, darling, that thought you had about they might flirt with other girls. Okay, if that's what you're talking. Yeah, okay. So everything that someone out pictures to you and says to you. So when my SP and I broke up, I remember her saying to me, are you going to give up on him? What are you going to do? I wanted to fucking punch her in the throat. I realised later I had that thought. Maybe I should give up on him. Maybe watching it. I don't know. It was me. I thought it. I felt like hitting her in the face, but it had nothing to do with her. Everything everyone parrots back to you, you've once thought. Neville Goddard calls it someone treading in the wine press. They're standing on the grapes in the bucket and they're treading and treading and treading and treading and treading and treading on the grapes. And at some point turns into wine later on that someone drinks. You don't realise you were treading in the wine press. You don't realise you sowed the seed and it later grew into a little plant. You planted it in someone's mind and the plant comes out. You're going to give up on him? Fuck off! And you think, oh, fuck, I thought that. I planted the seed a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago. You guys getting this? Everyone parrots back what you already thought about you, them, and the situations. Keep seeing signs of my SP everywhere. Take that as a message from the universe. Well, darling, there aren't any messages from the universe. You've got the wrong channel. You need to go and watch some LOA, idiots. Okay? But you can take it as a sign from the universe if you want. If it helps you think that it's coming, do it. I don't believe the universe does shit for you. It's just fucking air. It doesn't do anything. But, darling, give it good meaning. If that helps you, do it. How specific should your affirmations be? I say, my life is perfect, but I worry it's not enough. Well, darling, how much better can it be than perfect? I think that's the most perfect word you could describe to describe your life, could it not be? Darling, I think that's enough. I've been scripting for months and nothing, but I did your affirmations. He came back after one day. What? You're joking. What did you do? Tell us. That is amazing. What did you do? What affirmations do you mean? Do you mean the ones the video and you repeated after me? Is that what you're talking about, darling? May Baby 33? Is that what you're talking about? Some of the videos. What were they? Tell us. This is very exciting. This is the second success story I've got today on the lives from people who haven't even had paid coaching with me. One lady got her SP back this morning and $4,000. I just spoke out loud about how much he missed me and loved me and how he wanted to come back. Yay, darling. Oh, I'm so pleased. Well done, you. Congratulations. Now just keep thinking he loves me. Look, he loves me. He's back. He loves me. Never doubt that, darling. Now he's back. Don't doubt it for a second. Don't doubt it. Hang on. The way I use timelines is I have dates for travel, marriage with the SP I'm manifesting. Is that bad? Yes. Why are you worried about it? Someone asked me this before and said, I want to be married by something in April. And I was thinking, if you turned up tomorrow and said, would you marry me? Would you go, oh, I'm sorry, I was timelining for April 25th. Could you come back then? No, I'm not accepting your proposal because it's only February. Guys, unless you're master fucking manifestors like Neville and you can make everything come like this, I would not recommend doing a fucking timeline because you will literally get closer and closer to the timeline and start worrying that it's not here and it will pull you out of your vision in your mind of living in the end. I don't recommend it, but if you're gonna do it, fucking go and do it. I can't tell you guys what to do. I said on the live this morning, I'm not Yoda. I don't have all the answers. I only know from my experience what I'm telling you. And I'm telling you that timelines make you freak out about the time and make you worry about the how. But darling, if it helps you and if you think that's going to help, give it good meaning. The timeline is good for you and it will work for you. I can't tell you guys what to do. You are the operant power. I'm not in your subconscious. Hey, hi guys. What's the name of Neville's book? Neville, Neville. Have I got it here? Here it is. Here's one of them. But it's all on Google, guys. The Neville Reader. Neville Goddard. Goddard. This one's called The Reader. It has a lot of his books in it. Resurrection, Seed Time and Harvest, Out of This World, Feeling is the Secret. Feeling is the Secret is his easiest book to read. Then Law of the Promise. Then The Power of Awareness. And all the other ones are slightly more complicated. Okay? But he's got lots of recordings of his voice doing lectures on YouTube. Put in Neville and the Law, okay, and listen to those lectures. They're very hard going. I'm just going to warn you now because he talks about the Bible all the time, okay, and it's oldie worldy speak and it's bad recordings, scratchy recordings because people were just holding little dictaphones in the 60s, okay, And you can read his lectures, read them, put in Neville Goddard lectures, printed out lectures free on Google. There's hundreds of them. Thank you for representing the LGBT community. Go, Queen. Well, of course I would. Not that I'm gay, but I love that community. My God. I have to watch the videos. Yes, Sweet Pea 1977. I can't wait till we all have success stories. Loz teaches us so much. Yes, darling. Guys, it's the second success story I've had today. Oh, plus I got a message from a girl I did coaching with that her SP is much sweeter to her and being much nicer to her than he was last week when we had coaching. I've had another girl tell me that her psych that she went to told her that she loves me and everything I said was right, which I'm amazed by, that a psychologist would even say that. So guys, if you want one-to-one coaching, just DM me, but not about anything else, just the coaching. I cannot answer any DMs. I've got like 400 of them in there. I'm not answering them. I can't. How long does manifesting take to come to you, darling? The time depends on you. The quicker you convince yourself that you are the man or woman you want to be, that you live in the end, that the wish is already fulfilled, that it's already happened, the quicker it will come. The longer you take to do that, the longer it will take. It has its own appointed hour. Some people call it divine timing. I say the appointed hour. You don't know when it's going to be. So don't worry about it. I can't possibly answer that for you. I'm at my ends with her mother. I don't know what to do. I have a nice face in front of kid. What are you talking about? Darling, write that in words I can understand. I'm at my ends with her mother. I don't know what to do. Have nice face on in front of kid. Are you saying you're putting a front on in front of someone, but you're at your wit's end with someone's mum? Whose mum are you talking about? I'm really confused about this question, darling. Rewrite it in words I can understand. My name is Mona, 18, and my ex will come back who cheated on me. I miss him so much. Yes, darling, just affirm in your mind. He loves me so much. Our relationship has always been perfect. Guys, if you want a relationship back, say, our relationship has always been perfect. That implies he never left, she never left, you never broke up. You're literally revising what happened with the word always. Of course he loves me. He loves me so much he cannot be without me. We are blissfully, happily married. He loves being my boyfriend, whichever feels easier for you. Boyfriend, husband, married, not married, living together, whichever is more convincing to you guys. I'm 24, married. Husband has an 8-year-old girl. I'm very close with her like a sister. Oh, okay, this is your question. I'm 24 and married. Husband has an 8-year-old girl. I'm very close with her like a sister. I just feel I'm at the wit's end with her mother. I don't know what to do. Have nice face on in front of kid. Right, darling. Well, you're considering her mother, the baby mama, a problem. If you consider the baby mama a problem, she will be. Start seeing the baby mama differently. Now, I know baby mamas can be problematic. I have that in my situation, okay? You've got to see them differently. Forget about the drama she causes. Forget about any of the angst or whatever that she's caused your specific person. Any of the angst she's caused you, okay? Anything she's done to annoy you, any history, forget about it. Write down a new story of her. She's so lovely. We get along so well. We're like sisters, you and the mum. She loves how I love her daughter, etc., etc. Because, darling, she's turning up that way because you've got issues with her. And the more issues you continue to have with her, the more she'll turn up that way. You literally have to see her differently and rewrite her in your reality. Do you understand? That makes sense. She's acting that way because of what you think of her. I wrote a post before this end, but I had to make 2 comments because of the word limit. That's all right. Do you get it, darling, what I mean? You have to see her differently. If you continue to think she's a bitch, she's a pain, you have to put on a front, blah, fucking blah, she'll turn up that way. He left me and I messaged him a week later asking for an explanation. Can I still manifest him back? Darling, don't ask him for an explanation. The explanation is you caused it. Sorry, guys. Go and watch my manifest and apology videos. There's 12 videos. They're a minute each. And what I explain in that is everyone is you pushed out. Everyone reacts to your thinking that is in your subconscious mind that half the time you're not even realizing I'm not good enough. Maybe he'll look at other girls. He's more good looking than me. My thighs are too fat. I don't know if he loves me as much as I love him. He's not fully committed to me. Why is that? Must be because I'm not lovable enough. Whatever shit was going on in your mind, darling, that's what pushed him away, and then he broke up with you. He didn't even know why he did it. Guys, they know not what they do. They don't know why they act the way they do. They are literally out picturing your thinking. Don't expect an apology from him. Go and watch that video and you'll realize you created the situation and therefore you can get him back because you can uncreate it. You created it so you can change it. So darling, just assume you never broke up. You are blissfully, happily together. Your relationship has always been perfect. And forget about the past. Do not expect an apology. The person you should apologize to is you because you did it. Sad but true. Is it true that everything happens for a reason? Does that relate to manifestation? Well, the reason is you thought it. Everything that happens in your reality, guys, is created by you. The quicker you realize this, the easier life will be, and the quicker your manifestations will come because you realize you cause everything in your reality with your dominant thinking. Your dominant thoughts create your reality. Your dominant thoughts, whether they're subconscious, whether they're negative, whether they're positive, create your reality. All of them. All the dominant, frequent ones you have, the ones that go over and over and over and over in your mind. I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. No one loves me. I'm a piece of shit. Those ones. I'm beautiful. I'm a queen. Everyone treats me like a queen. Those ones. They all outpicture and everyone treats you in the world the way you think about you, the way you think about them, and the way you think about situations. How do I move on from a relationship where I'm cheated on and he gets the other woman pregnant? Darling, did you hear anything I just said? You created that with your shitty thinking about you, not feeling good enough, your shitty thinking about him that he might cheat, and the shitty thinking that it would even get him worse and he might get the girl pregnant. You caused all of that with your brain. Don't expect an apology from him. Start assuming you're already together. He can't stand that other bitch. Circumstances don't matter that he had a baby with her. It doesn't matter. You can have him back. Start watching my How to Manifest an Apology series. Go back and watch it. Then watch How to Manifest Properly. And guys, join my Facebook group, Manifest Live with Loz. It's the name of my TikTok, but it's got spaces. Put the space bar in between, Manifest space Live space with space Loz. You can watch all these videos back. I've done about 25 lives in there. There's about 3 more to add, and they're all in depth about changing the situation by changing you. The one I did yesterday, I posted yesterday, is in depth about changing you to change them. That you created the situation, therefore you can change it. I've got a Coke t-shirt on, it's number 25. Go and ask to join the group. Just answer a few questions saying you saw me on TikTok. You watch all these lives back. They're hours and hours long, and all the information is in those lives, guys. Because there's only so much information I can put in a 1-minute video on TikTok, okay? How can you take control of your dominant thoughts? Well, darling, all you can do, you can't stop them. You just have to replace them, okay? So you can't control them, you just have to replace them. So I want you to write them all down. What are your dominant shitty thoughts you have all day? Oh my God, I'm a piece of shit, no one loves me, I'm ignored, blah, blah, blah. Then write the opposite. When I walk in a room, everyone takes notice. I am loved by everyone. I am so beautiful and admired. Whatever it is, say the opposite. And then anytime you have that shitty thought, shut up, Carl, shut up, Karen. Jump in with those new affirmations. Say them on a schedule every day at a set time. To make you really drum this into your subconscious. Think them in the morning. Think them at night when you're going to sleep, when you're drowsy, when you're waking up. Get that shit out of your mind and get the new stuff in. You can't control it. You can only put new stuff in. Your advice is so clear and amazing. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, darling. What's your thoughts on having Moldavite? I have no idea what that even is, darling. Tell the kid don't listen to me and neglects her, not feeding much and does care for her. Oh, I don't understand, darling. It's just you've got a story. You're carrying a whole fucking story about the ex-wife and the baby mama. You're creating it, darling. Go and watch my videos. Everything you're saying doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. I don't care if he's got 6 ex-wives, 50 kids. She treats you like shit. Circumstances don't matter. Go and watch the videos. You're causing this with all the shitty thoughts you've got about the baby mama. You're creating it. Every time you say bitchy things about her, every time you think bad things about her, she will turn up that way. You literally need to replace your thinking of her, turn her into the dream baby mama, and that's how she'll be. But every time you're saying this shit, you're bitching to your friends, you're bitching to your partner, she's like this, she's like that. That's exactly how she'll be, and she's not going to change till you change you and you're thinking about her. Please go and watch the Manifest an Apology video because you're not understanding this. Moldavite is a manifestation crystal, but it can rip shit out of your life that's not meant to be. Well, darling, I don't believe in fucking crystals because all it is your belief in the fucking thing. So if you believe that it can rip shit out of your life, well, that's exactly what it's going to do. I could hold up the fucking thing, won't do shit for me because I don't believe in that crap. That's some LOA bullshit. Darling, any object, whether it be body of Christ I get at church, a statue of Mary, a crucifix, or a fucking crystal is only your belief in the goddamn thing. Stop believing that complete bullshit. Okay? Do you think I can do the writing down on paper thing just you mentioned to write the opposite? Yes, darling, do it. So write down all your shitty thoughts, or all the shitty things you think about your ex, all the horrible shit that happened. Now write the opposite. He loves me so much. He rejected me and told me he loved other girls. He loves me and only me. He told me to fuck off and die. He loves me so much, okay? Write the opposite about the situation. Write the opposite about what you're thinking about him. Write the opposite about what you're thinking about you. And then think those affirmations. He loves me and only me. I'm a goddess and I'm treated like one. Everyone loves me. Once you've met me, you love me and you cannot be without me. I'm chosen. I'm the priority. Whatever it is. Say the opposite of the shitty thoughts. Write them down, but then affirm them in your mind every day. You can read them as long as you're thinking them, darling. How do you move on from getting grief? I'm stuck in grief for 2 years. Well, darling, grief is a hard thing. If it's a death of someone, I don't know what to say. All I can say to you is that I have seen spirit and you're still here. If that helps you, I don't know, darling. I'm not a grief specialist. But all I can say is your thoughts, your dominant thoughts create your reality. If you stay in that grief, you'll feel grief all day. You'll outpicture that horrible grief that you're feeling. Try, if you can, to maybe talk to the person every day. Imagine they're there if that makes you feel better so that you can move on a little bit and have a life. I affirm my family gives me freedom. Will it work even though they are controlling? Well, darling, you're assuming they're controlling, so therefore they're controlling. Whatever you say about people is how they'll turn up. Stop saying they're controlling and they won't be. Stop thinking they're controlling. Stop bitching about everyone that they're controlling. Stop reliving all the things they did to control you, and they won't be controlling anymore. My family let me do whatever I want. Whatever I say goes. I'm so spoiled. I'm so lucky. I get to do whatever I want. Start saying that shit and they won't control you anymore, darling. I have so much freedom. Write a letter to the person who died that really helped me. Oh, that's a lovely idea, Izzy Hobbs. Write a letter to the person who died that really helped me. That's wonderful. That's beautiful. I said to someone today in a coaching session, why don't you talk to them on a voice memo? Hello, darling. How are you? I just thought I'd leave you a message and tell you how my day's gone. Like you're leaving a voicemail. And then listen back. Yeah, they're hearing me. They're still here, guys. I've got a spirit in this house. She sprays fucking perfume every night around my head when I'm going to sleep. It drives me crackers. You're so funny. I love your lives. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, darling. What got you into manifestation? Completely fucking up my life, darling. And I had to fix it. Any tips for removing self-doubt? Yes, darling. Start manifesting shit. Small shit, and then you'll realise that you're motherfucking powerful. Say tomorrow, someone's going to give me a free coffee. I get free coffee all the time. Today, I'm getting a free coffee. I don't know how, but I'm getting a free coffee. And then you'll get a free coffee and you'll go, oh. Or imagine someone's going to say howdy to you, or flibbity jibbit, or something that they wouldn't normally say, or something they're not going to normally wear. And then you'll realise your power, that you are doing this. You won't doubt yourself, and then you know you'll have the power to fix whatever it is you want. I'm wondering why all these women want men that don't want them. That's better out there. Oh, darling, that's the belief you have. I'm wondering why all these women want men that don't want them. There's better out there. What do you mean they want men that don't want them? Have you listened to me? You create your reality with your thinking. Someone turns up, they could date you. So you're a woman, a man dates you, he loves you, he adores you, and your shitty insecurities push the guy away, then he no longer wants you. It's not they're wanting men that don't want them. They've literally created a situation where the men no longer want them and they can fix it and get them back. If you're one of these people who's judging people for wanting their specific person back, then you don't understand how manifestation works, my darling, and you're not getting this. You create everything in your reality with your thinking. If a person doesn't want you anymore, it's because you thought they didn't want you. You thought they didn't love you, and therefore they don't. They literally outpicture your dominant thoughts. It's got nothing to do with them. They know not what they do. If you're not getting that, then you'll never understand how to manifest. Because you don't realise your dominant thoughts is creating your whole reality. The way someone treats you, the way they split up with you, the fact they split up with you, the fact that you can get them back. Don't judge people for wanting people back. That's not very nice, is what I'd say. What are your thoughts on the law of attraction? I don't agree with it. Well, neither do I, my darling, because it's a load of bullshit. The first part of it is right. The second part of it makes no fucking sense. The first part is your thoughts create your reality. What I just said, your dominant thoughts create. The second part of letting it out to the universe and allowing, and the universe will have a plan for you, is bullshit. The universe doesn't do anything. It's atmosphere. Okay? You are doing it. You are literally out picturing with your dominant thinking what everyone's going to say to you, do to you, how they're going to act. That's why I'm saying judging someone for wanting someone back isn't right, because they literally push the person away so they can have them back by simply changing their thinking about the situation, the person and themselves. So law of attraction is very flawed. The whole thing about the universe is completely untrue. Hang on. Oh, God, I've just pressed something. What have I done? Hand clapping, being condescending, yelling. Just talk and you'll get your view across. Well, darling, fuck off. If you don't like the way I talk, fuck off. That's what I have to say about that. What are your thoughts on Feng Shui? Feng Shui, I've actually never tried it. It's a thing. It's a very, very serious thing in Asian countries. I mean, it's very lauded, and I've never actually tried it, darling, to know what to say about that. But it's very believed. What are your thoughts on any tips for building self-confidence in my preteen son? Darling, see him confident. If you want someone to act differently in your reality, guys, see them differently. In the Bible, and I know I talk about the Bible a lot, but that's because Neville teaches from, he translates what they talk about your power in the Bible. Jesus said, see for the blind man. See for the blind man. You've got to see for your son. You've got to see him confident. Imagine him saying to you, oh, Mum, I just did this thing, something he would never do. Like standing up and doing a speech at school, or something that he wouldn't be brave enough or confident enough to do normally. See him hang out with his friends and laughing and joking and acting confident, okay? Say to yourself and affirm, he is the most confident boy in his class. When he walks in a room, everyone takes notice. When he talks, everyone listens. See him confident, darling, and affirm that he is the most confident boy you've ever seen, and he will change. You've got to see him differently and get rid of that old, unconfident story you've got of him. Just throw it in the trash. Woolies or Coles? Coles, darling. Love that you talk about the Bible. Well, I'm not religious, darling. I couldn't give a shit about Jesus. I'm talking about what Neville taught. But the Bible is about your power. I am the light, I am the way. It's talking about you. When you reread it, you realise that's what it's about. It's been mistranslated many times, and lots of books got taken out. May I have a quick rundown on the 369 method? Thank you. Is it the most effective? No, darling, it's a load of shit. Okay, I don't teach that crap. 369 is something that people have taken from Nikola Tesla, who never, ever in his whole fucking life spoke about manifestation. And they've taken this thing about the universe and thought, because he was talking about 369 being the powers of the universe, or the numerical powers of the universe, that it had something to do with manifestation. It's got fuck all to do with manifestation, my darling. But you can do it if you want. If you're going to do the 3 and the 6 and the 9 and writing it down 3, 6, whatever they do, I don't even know what it is, 3, 6, 9 times. When you're writing your affirmations down, your new thinking, your new thought, I am more than good enough, I am perfection, whatever it is, okay, you've got to think it while you're writing it. The writing does absolutely fuck all unless you're impressing your subconscious mind with a new affirmation, which is a new thought you're putting into your mind. Writing does nothing if you don't impress your mind whilst doing it. Okay, so that's why I'm saying 369 is a load of shit. Anyone who comes on here and says, oh, it worked for me, well, it worked for you because you were thinking about it and impressing your subconscious mind when you were doing it. Well done. It worked for you and you believed it would work. Your beliefs manifest. Your dominant thinking manifests. Okay, so I wouldn't recommend it. I don't even really understand the fucking thing, why anyone's talking about it on here, because Nikola Tesla never spoke about manifestation. People are running with a whole lot of shit on these TikTok channels about shit they don't understand, and they're quoting Nikola Tesla wrongly. What's the book you're reading? Okay, it's called The Neville Goddard Reader. A lot of what I talk about is Neville Goddard's teaching. He learnt from a man called Abdullah, who also taught a man called Joseph Murphy. If you want to know more about manifesting, read Joseph Murphy, The Power of the Subconscious Mind, Florence Scovel Shinn, Your Word is Your Wand, The Game of Life and How to Play It, and any of Neville Goddard's books or lectures, or listen to his lectures on YouTube, guys. They're the 3 manifestation coaches I would recommend. Hardly anyone talks about them because they're not in the secret. Good morning from Antarctica. You might know my great uncle. His name is Lloyd. What's his surname? And he's a scientist and he lives in Antarctica. I'm sure there's not many for a small community. He's Australian. His name's Lloyd and he's a scientist. Do you know him? Hi. It's not about feeling. It's only about thoughts. Yes, pink sugar. All this LOA bullshit about needing a feeling or emotion, well, where do emotions come from? You have to think the thought first to feel the feeling. No feeling is generated by itself. It's a bodily reaction to a thought you had in your mind. So you think, I'm fat and ugly, and then you feel sad. No one loves me, and then you feel despair. I am a queen, and then you feel loved. Okay? The thought comes first. Emotion is not necessary. Is he based in Hallie? I don't know, darling. I have no idea. But he's been there. He's lived there for like decades. I'm trying to manifest something and my partner doesn't want the same. Is he blocking me? No, darling, no one can block you in your reality. You can do and have anything you want. Stop thinking that he's blocking you. Just assume you have it already, whatever it is. Say you want a baby. Just assume you got the baby. He won't have any choice. Oh, thank you, Jade Evans, for the presents. Just assume they want what you want, darling. Affirm for it and it will happen. May I have a quick rundown? Oh, I've done that one. How can we not think about some circumstances? Some thoughts just pop out of nowhere. I know, guys, it's hard to ignore the circumstances, but what you need to do to really, really ignore your 3D reality, your outside world, is to live up here in your the fifth dimension. Forget about the 3D, the third dimension, okay? It's irrelevant. Your 3D reality is a reflection of your old fifth dimension thinking. You were thinking, I'm not good enough, people treat me like crap, no one loves me, and then everyone in your world starts treating you like that. They are literally reflecting your old thinking. If you want to change it, you change your thinking, and eventually the 3D will catch up. When you're worried about the circumstances, you're literally looking at the circumstances you created. Forget that. Doesn't matter. You created it. You can change it. So when circumstances are triggering you, ignore them as much as you can. Don't look at them. Go back up in your mind, live in the end, and understand, I am changing you. I'm changing you, motherfucker. I'm changing you. Circumstances don't matter. Oh, God, 13 new messages. Have you ever heard of effortless manifesting on TikTok? She's very similar to you. Yes, she teaches the same thing as me. Although I did have someone do coaching with her and came today because what she said didn't work. But Candace, yeah, she does teach. So I haven't watched all the videos. I've only watched a few. But she's one of the accounts on here who is talking about law of assumption rather than law of attraction. She's very good. Hello from Tokyo. Hi! It is so hard to ignore the mirroring of old thoughts and not letting it stop the new thoughts. Well, darling, you've just got to do it. You've got to be on it and jump on it and jump on it. Shut up, Carl. Shut up, Karen. And put all those new thoughts in. Only you can do it, guys. I can't do it for you. Trinidad. Oh, my God. Hello from Perth. I know what manifestation is, but it's hard for me to put into words when I'm explaining it to other people. Well, don't even fucking worry about it, darling. Most people are asleep. Don't even bother explaining it to them because they probably won't get it. Or send them over to my videos and make them watch it. Most people are asleep, guys. Leave them asleep. Are you into crystals? No, my darling. But you can be. It's just what you believe. If you believe they work for you, they do. I don't believe in them, so they don't work for me. Like tarot or whatever. It's whatever you think works for you. Thoughts on Seligman positive psychology? I don't know that person. What is that? Seligman. No idea. That one must be one of the few books I haven't read. I think I've read everything else. I'll look that up, darling. Well, thank you for sharing the live video, Sweet Pea. She isn't, lol. What am I not? I love you, Loz. Oh, thank you, darling. Hang on, I'm going down. I've missed some messages. Hello from Australia. Well, that's where I am. I'm in Perth. What about deities and stuff like that? It's very prevalent here. What about deities and stuff like that? I don't believe anything here, guys. All the TikTok accounts talk about LOA are full of shit. They're talking about crystals and candles, and some guy was trying to fucking sell manifestation candles on his live. I felt like screaming through the screen. You're a charlatan. You're literally selling shit that doesn't work to people who are desperate. I find the accounts on here very depressing because a lot of people try and find manifestation because they're lost. They feel they've failed at life. They've lost their ex. They're depressed. They're anxious. They're looking for answers. These people aren't teaching you how to cook. They're not teaching you how to do makeup. They're teaching you how to change your life. They should know what the fuck they're talking about. They have a responsibility. And if they're just copying everyone else's accounts and talking about fucking crystals or something, or 369, which I know nothing about, it makes me really mad because it's giving you guys the wrong information. All it's about is your dominant thoughts creating. It's your subconscious mind out picturing, guys. It's all your subconscious mind. That's all manifestation is about. And when you change your subconscious thinking, your reality changes. You create your reality with your dominant subconscious thoughts. That's all it is. Not crystals, not the universe, none of that bullshit, if that's what you're talking about, darling. Hi from Rockingham. Oh, my God. You're in Perth too. Yeah, one lady tried to get people to pay for tarot reading on TikTok. Yeah, look, guys, how is anyone giving someone a tarot reading when there's 500 people watching on a live and what they're giving you an individual tarot reading, are they? Or someone goes, if you've come across this page, this is for you. What? Are you for real? I think a lot of people are just faking the tarots on here, guys. They're not really spiritual in any way, and they're just doing it because it gets views, and it does get views. It's sad. I got blocked because I couldn't send money to someone. What do you mean, darling? Neville Goddard isn't very well known. No, he isn't, darling, because he wasn't in The Secret. He died. He didn't really publish himself anywhere. Didn't have any published books when he was alive. He only lectured in halls in San Francisco and LA, and he had a very big following, but his Wikipedia page wasn't even published till last year. They kind of kept him secret. Okay? So The Secret is well known because Oprah had talked about it, and then all the people who heard about it spoke about it and spoke about it and spoke about it. Okay? And also there's 12 or something manifestation teachers in there, and they all spread the word. Neville was just Neville, and he's dead. Long story, TikTok scammer. Oh, a TikTok scammer took money. Oh, God. Jesus. Revise that story, darling. Tarot can give people comfort if they haven't heard of Neville. Yes, darling, look, take from tarot and psychics and whatever good meaning if you go to them. I'm not saying don't believe in them. I'm just saying I don't believe that someone reading 500 people is giving you a reading. If they're sitting across from you, they are literally outpicturing your thinking. So, of course, you can take that as real. They might be talking to spirit. Maybe they're a medium. That's fine. But if they're doing 500 people at once, I don't think they're reading everyone at once, do you? I'm on track, but today I finally realised I need to put myself on a pedestal. The penny dropped. Yes, freedom, 693. That's what we all need to do. If we've fucked up with our SPs, if we've been rejected, it means we've put ourselves below that fucking person, and we need to take them off that pedestal and put ourselves up there. We need to take them off and just drop them in the toilet. Goodbye. Flush them down the toilet for a second, or we put ourselves up there and then we can get them out. Okay, now you can come out again. I'm up here. Because that builds up yourself. You've got to build up yourself, guys, your self-concept, because it was your shitty thoughts about yourself that caused a breakup. So basically, think positive, and positive shit will happen. Yes, darling, don't feel positive. Just think it. Just think it and 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 replace all that negative shit in your mind. There's 70,000 thoughts a day, most of which, probably 80 or 90% are fucking negative, based on the first 0 to 7 years of your life that fucked you up. And you've been thinking for the rest of your life, I'm not loved, money doesn't grow on trees, I can't get a job that I love, men cheat, whatever shit that's going on in your mind, get rid of it. How do I know that thank you, Yvonne. How do I know that those I'm manifesting is near to be mine? Well, darling, you don't know. You've just got to have faith in the unseen. You've got to have faith that it's going to come about. You don't see it. It doesn't matter. Have faith. Live in the end in your mind and believe that what you're imagining is true. Faith in the unseen, what you can't see, darling. How do you know your manifestation is close? What I just said, you've got to have faith in yourself that you're powerful and it will come about no matter what you do. Thank you, Yvonne. All the tarots I've seen have described my situation exactly, down to the texts I've received. Yes, darling, but probably because you were sitting across from the person, or you were having a phone call or something, were you? Where they could literally read you? Or you were watching them on TikTok and literally taking the meaning from it that you wanted. Believe what you want to believe, darling. If it works for you, it works for you. I can't tell anybody what to believe or not to believe, guys. If it works for you, I'm not Yoda. I don't know. Any advice on not overthinking? Well, darling, replace your negative thinking with the new positive thought. Everyone overthinks. Some people are just more prone to doing it, or all of us do it. Just some people notice it more. If you've got anxiety or depression, you notice you're overthinking more than a normal person would who doesn't have that shit. I don't mean to say that's not normal. I just mean a person who doesn't say they're an overthinker. Okay? So, darling, all you can do is write down all those negative thoughts, replace them with a new affirmation, and every time you think that shit, every time you feel like you're overthinking, put the new thought in. Since watching your lives, I affirm my SP told me he loves me, and he told me today. Since watching your lives, I affirmed SP told me he loves me, and he told me today. Thank you. Oh, lovely, Charlie's man. God, you're the third success story I've had today from people doing private coaching with me. I'm so pleased. Yay! Oh, well done, you. You're a master at this. Now just keep thinking he loves you. Don't drop that thought for a second. Any advice on what if I haven't spoken to my SP in 2 years? Circumstances still don't matter, right? Yes, darling. I've manifested people back after 6 years of not talking. living in 2 different continents. Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. You created the circumstances, therefore you can change them, darling. Don't worry about it. Keep coming on my lives. Look, if that's the 3rd success story I've had today. Have faith, darling, that your thoughts manifest. You can do this. You can get them back. I don't care how long it's been. Does that little moment of doubt manifest? Because I always try and affirm and think positive after. Yes, darling. Look, if you feel negative, if you have a moment of doubt, if you have that negative thought pop in, just say to yourself, I can't fuck this up. Doesn't matter what I do, I can't mess my manifestation up. Tell yourself that. I'm that fucking powerful, I can't mess this up. I'm a master at this. Tell yourself that shit. And it won't bother you so much when you have a doubt. It won't bother you so much when you're feeling negative, when you're feeling sad, okay? Do you have any tips to help believing in manifesting? Yes, darling, go and do shit to make shit happen. Okay, make people say things to you. Imagine someone's going to say howdy to you or a weird word they don't normally say. Imagine they're going to wear something they don't normally wear. A girl the other day was talking in the Facebook group. Guys, go and join the Facebook group with all the lives are in there. And she was saying she wanted to prove her power. So she thought, my daughter never wears jeans. I'm going to imagine tomorrow she wears jeans. She walked out of her bedroom next morning. Guess what she was wearing? Jeans. The mum said, darling, why are you wearing those? She said, I don't know. I just felt like it. And she said yesterday to me, she hasn't worn them since. So she made her do that. So do little things like that and you won't doubt your power that you can manifest, darling. Hello. Hello, the real Lady Dada. Any more questions, guys? I've missed a few. I'm just rolling up. I love your personality because you talk sense into me and puts us right on the LOA path. Yay, darling. Because I don't call it LOA, but yes, darling. I call it law of assumption. I suppose that still stands for LOA, doesn't it? Any more questions, guys? Oh, the questions have stopped, even though there's 50 people here. Surely someone's got a question. Has something gone wrong with my live again? This keeps fucking happening. It's so annoying. Right, guys, I'm going to log off because I need my dinner. So, guys, if you want one-to-one video coaching, you would like to sit with me and work out all your shit so you get your shit, what you do, you DM me at Manifest Live with Loz either on the Facebook page or in TikTok. Send me your time zone. Then you send me what you're trying to manifest, what's gone wrong, okay, the backstory. I analyze it before our call that we set up. We sit on video together and we work it out and you get your shit. I've already had so many success stories in my group this week, just in Facebook, people getting movement already after a few days, okay? And if you want to watch these lives back, guys, go to the Facebook group. You've got to type it in the search bar, Manifest Live with Loz, with the spaces in between, Manifest Space Live Space with Loz, okay? Or the link is in my bio, but some people say it doesn't work. And follow me, guys, because I go live twice daily and you can ask your questions. You just requested to join the Facebook. Yay! It's a private group, guys. It means none of your friends... Oh, thank you, darling, for the fire. None of your friends can see what you ask in there, what you post in there. Nobody. If your SP is on Facebook and you're in that group, they can't see you, darling. Can't see you. Okay, so you have to just answer a few questions saying you saw me on TikTok and all the lives are in there. 40-something hours apparently of lives I've done. Okay, guys, so your question's probably answered in there. Have a lovely day. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Tarina Haynes. I can't read the tiny writing. All right, guys. I'll be live tomorrow.